So welcome to this episode then. This is a bit of a different one compared to what I normally do, and that's because I'm not actually going to be fixing anything in this one, or I'm not going to be riding anything either. But what I'm going to do is show you the new bike that I've got ready for 2024. It's brand new, so that's going to need some running in. So I can't do what I want to do with that just yet, but I'll go into that a little bit later on. What my plan is with this episode is to just cover off a little bit on each bike, tell you where we're at, what's going to happen with them ready for the new year, because 2024 is the year that I want to do a lot more riding if I can. And well, not if I can, I want to do a lot more riding. That's it. That's how we're starting off the year. So BMW, let's get into this one first. So the BMW is not looking so good at the minute, but it's actually in a better place than you'd imagine, because I've separated everything so that I know what wires go to where. And that allows me to sort of focus on everything. I can pull these connectors out of here, or these wires out of this connector, just clean everything up, put it back together again, coat it with a nice, contact cleaner, reseal all this, and then that's good to go. And then once that's done, I'll move on to the next one, and so on and so forth. That's it pretty much. But I've got all this new stuff here to allow me to do this, and I've had to obviously gather it. So that's why this video is taking a bit longer to do, because there's a lot of work going into this. It's not just simple maintenance. So that's where this BMW is at. Once I do this, I can then focus on my project bike, which I've had for many years now. It's my first ever bike. It's over there. I'm not going to show you that. That's going to be like a reveal and everything else in itself, with a bit of history about the bike as well. So that's where the BMW is at. Again, the other thing with this is once it's finished, I can then start looking at the cosmetic side of things, like getting the handlebars, tank, all the frame and everything else powder coated so that it looks nice and fresh, and the wheels as well. I really want to do a wheel refurb, because that will set this bike off and make it look really nice. So that's the plan for this. Obviously this bike is going to be a staple for the channel for many years. I'm not getting rid of it. It'll be here for as long as I am. So that's the BMW. Moving on to the Husqvarna. The Husqvarna's in a really good place, in all fairness. It's probably better than the others. It just needs loads of zip ties, a little bit of a clutch bleed to pull some new fluid through, and I've got a little connector, just cleaning up a bit, put something in there to make the connection better and stop it corroding in future. And yeah, that's where the bike's at. I've not been able to ride it because my van is broken. Well, it's not broken, it still works, it just needs a lot of welding, and I'm no welder, so as you can imagine, the cost for that would be big. So it's been put somewhere safe and is happily corroding in the corner. And this has obviously suffered for that. So I'm going to get out on this again, do some learning, just enjoy the bike again, and bring you some more content with this. And then that will obviously help me better ride the BMW and the new bike as well. So that's that covered. Let's move on to the Ducati. The Panigale just needs a service. It needs the brakes bled, the clutch bled, and it needs new oil and filters, which I've got all set aside. I'm just waiting for the warmer weather to do that. There's no point doing it now and letting the bike sit there. I want to get it going, and then all that can be done when the bike is nice and warm, and then be running as usual, really. But the same with the R6. The R6 is pretty much ready to go. I just need to drop the oil on that as well. So I'll probably do those two at the same time, and then that's two happy sports bikes ready for the warmer weather. But that's pretty much where the bikes are at now, so I'm going to show you the new bike. So for consistency in 2024, I've bought myself a Yamaha Tenere 700 Rally Edition, and that's because I need something that I can ride on the road and enjoy, but I want to be able to take it off-road and enjoy that as well. Same as I was doing with the BMW, but a lot more reliable, and it will not overtake what I'm doing with the BMW. The BMW is going to be fixed and ridden and enjoyed, but this is the one that when I can't bring you an upload, I can just pop out on it, make a video, bring it home, do the editing, and bring you that Sunday night upload that I do miss quite regularly, especially in this later part of the year when the BMW is taking a little bit longer to fix. Obviously, I don't need a van to ride this to places, whereas I do with the Husqvarna, as I've already said. I need warm weather for the sports bikes, so this thing is going to be that one bike that brings you that regular video every Sunday. So hopefully you like it. I've ridden it and I think it's an absolutely amazing bike. It's half the price of the BMW GS that I wanted, but I think it's an absolutely cracking bike for the money, and I've got all the little extra bits to put on it as well. So they'll be little videos in themselves, and we're going to get out, run the bike in, and I'll bring you a video on that soon. But for now, I'm going to bring this video to a close. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you'll stay with me for 2024, and I'm going to end this video by firing this little beastie up. stunning. Thanks for watching.